Hello, everyone. So, this is sort of a follow-up to Dennis's video on sexless marriage.
9 years sexless marriage.
9 years, yeah. That was kind of a rough video to watch.
So, deal with this issue almost every day, absolutely every week. But that video,
Yeah.
which will be linked below, has 23,000 plus views. And what did it have a lot of comments from?
Oh my God, so many comments from women.
Women who are in the same situation
Yeah.
that the men are normally complaining
So
of.
here's the thing though, ladies, the numbers are pretty much even. Whether it's
You got
the
equality.
man that's upset or whether it's the man, the husband that's upset or the wife that's upset or, either one could have the higher sex drive.
Yeah. And is it always a mismatched sex drive or one partner having an issue?
See, that's the thing. We have to look at what is causing the sexless marriage. I mean, they can survive, but you gotta know why, what's happening.
So one of the things I always tell men, if every other aspect of your relationship is amazing, and you have a partner who says, I'm asexual, then just have the conversation. I'm going to discreetly take care of these needs elsewhere.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you have that conversation, it doesn't go over well. And suddenly it's, well, I'm going to have a friend. And I'm like, time out. What happened to the asexual thing?
And I have had the conversation with some people where they kind of have discovered over time that thought of asexuality was a misunderstanding of sexual desire and response.
Well,
or religious trauma or various other things. So there's so much that it could actually
oh my gosh, yes. And it's a two-way street. Like when we started digging into it, men and women, same, pretty much plus or minus a few percentage points. So the advice is really the same.
Yeah.
Work on yourself for yourself, whether
Yeah.
you're a lady or a man.
Yeah.
And then we have to understand this isn't just about sex. It's about intimacy.
Right. It's about connection. It's about feeling like a team, feeling like you're in a partnership.
So, this is not to say, well, what if I'm not in the mood? We're not saying you just have sex to have sex. However, Esther Perel is pretty well known. Do you know what puts you in the mood for having sex?
Starting to have sex?
Having sex. The body is a very responsive machine.
And now I want to clarify because you've talked on your channel about responsive
versus spontaneous.
And women tend to have responsive. So when we're saying just start having sex, we're not saying skip the foreplay.
No. And if you dig into my videos, you know, guys, you're responsible for leading the romance department, responsible for dating, responsible for foreplay, and not thinking of sex as just penis and vagina, but the body is a wonderland is a real thing.
Just going straight to penis and vagina is where you get the women complaining, well, I'm not a light bulb. You can't just turn on like that.
Now, conversely, you know what we hear from men is the women who are like, just do it and get it over with.
Oh, yeah.
If you told me that, I'd be like, excuse me?
I might have been guilty of that a long time ago, 20 years or so.
Were you not engaged in the relationship?
Not at all.
Okay. Now, there's going to be a series of videos discussing the combined male-female perspective because this is a universal problem.
Absolutely it is. We're even going to talk, if there's an abusive situation at some point in one of these videos.
Yes. And so this is the first of a number of videos. The next video, we're going to go into a lot of the reasons why there is sexless relationships, whether you're male or female, because it is unacceptable either way.
Right.
Because if there is no intimacy and no sex, you are a roommate, not a partner. And I get men upset when I say that, but it's the reality.
I have so many people that I have heard say that, though. I feel like I'm with a roommate. This is
it's the common complaint with men.
My wife, my husband, whatever.
And it isn't like, I've asked men, if you had sex, deep connective sex, 2 or 3 times a month, and there was, other intimacy, would you be happy? They're like, oh my God, yes. Even the ones who want more said, oh, I'd be satisfied with that because it's being connected to the woman they love.
So I've got this, that made me think of this particular stat. In a survey of 16,000 American adults, Swedish behavioral economists found that quadrupling sexual frequency from once a month
before times
to once a week boosted happiness as much as having an extra $50,000 in the bank.
So John Anderson's your love's sweeter than money in the bank is a factually statement title.
Yeah.
All right. If you haven't subscribed to Fearlessly Feminine, ladies, you need to do so. This whole series was her idea, and we will see you in the next video.